Although it is a small community of under 12,000 inhabitants, Piedmont has produced Olympians, several professional athletes, hundreds of intercollegiate athletes, and thousands of individuals who just enjoy sports in all of its varying forms. An appreciation of sports starts early, and for many young athletes, they are initially inspired and motivated by their coaches. For most, their first coach was either their mother or father, and later their coach was one of the countless number of individuals who volunteer their time and energy to foster a young person's love for sport, any sport. Coaches at the amateur level are not highly paid. In fact, many are volunteers who donate thousands of hours of their time. Coaches have many qualities that make them effective. They know their sport and the athletes, and they are disciplined, lead by example, and display commitment. They are good listeners, and they are motivated with a positive attitude and enthusiasm for the game. The 2008 to 2009 high school women's and men's tennis team has been fortunate to have a young assistant coach who has all of the qualities of an astounding coach. He is a great motivator, committed, and an earnest listener with unlimited enthusiasm and energy. The only thing he doesn't have is time. His name is Corey Reich. As a 23-year-old assistant coach, he has been instrumental in the men's tennis team's historic run in achieving the first North Coast Section Championship in Piedmont high school history, and the first time Piedmont has had representatives in a men's individual finals.
Well, let's see. I've been coaching for a number of years, and I've never had an assistant before. The school offers the position of an assistant to tennis, but I've always been running solo. We've had a JV coach, so I thought this would be a great time to ask Corey to be my assistant. He's got great analytical skills, and he's coached at the youth level, and more importantly, he knows a lot about tennis, and he's a former player.
Corey was born April 8, 1986 at Alta Bates Hospital in Berkeley, California. He grew up in Alameda, a tennis ball's throw from the Harbor Bay Club. His family, consisting of his father, mother, and younger sister Claire, moved to Piedmont in 1998, just before starting his 7th grade. He attended Piedmont High School from 2000 to 2004, played on the tennis team, graduated, and then attended Middlebury College in Vermont, majoring in Spanish. After graduating from Middlebury, most of his college friends were going off to Wall Street. Corey, on the other hand, returned to Piedmont in the summer of 2008, no longer holding on to the promise of a bright and hopeful future. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, is a motor neuron disease first described in 1869 by the French neurologist Jean-Martin Charcot. Lou Gehrig first brought international attention to the disease in 1939 when he abruptly retired from baseball after being diagnosed with ALS. ALS has cut short the lives of several notable and courageous individuals, including actor David Niven, Oakland A's pitcher Jim Catfish Hunter, Sesame Street creator John Stone, and composer Dmitri Shostakovich. The most famous living person with ALS is physicist Stephen Hawking. Most commonly, the disease strikes people between the ages of 40 and 70. Extremely rarely does it affect individuals in their teens. It is a neurodegenerative disease that attacks both upper and lower motor neurons and causes degeneration throughout the brain and spinal cord. A common first symptom is a painless weakness in a hand, arm, or leg, which occurs in more than half of all cases. Other symptoms include speech, swallowing, or walking difficulty. There is no cure. Eventually, people with ALS will not be able to stand or walk, get in or out of bed on their own, or use their hands and arms. In later stages of the disease, individuals have difficulty breathing. Most people with ALS die from respiratory failure, usually within 3 to 5 years from the onset of symptoms. However, 10% of those with ALS survive for more than 10 years.
I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work.
Let's see, the first signs of my illness were maybe summer of 06-ish. It's hard to tell because the progression my progression has been so slow that I'm not sure exactly what the first symptoms were. I was diagnosed in July of 07, so it's probably a year or two before that the first symptoms started happening, and that was loss of dexterity in my fingers. Ever since I was diagnosed, my perspective has changed quite a bit. I thought I was going to have a normal kind of desk job, but I knew that after being diagnosed that I wanted to do things that, be on my feet and be outside, things that I might not be able to enjoy forever. So after the illness, coaching, kind of fell into my lap, luckily, and it's been a blessing. It's been so much fun to work with the team, and it's been so great to be able to do something outside and something I enjoy.
What kind of qualities do I admire in Corey? I think people, first of all, they can't believe that he is actually coaching tennis, considering that he does have ALS. But Corey really wants to be out and be involved with people. As I think I mentioned, he's a great motivator. And I don't think he wants to be one sitting around thinking about his disease. He really wants to go out and do something constructive. And he's always liked coaching, and we've talked about it even before when he was in high school. He coached youth level, and so it's really kind of a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, because he has a lot of fun.
You look up to Corey?
Yeah, of course. He's like my Captain America.
Like how, though?
Like, he's a star. I don't know. You can't just find a hero. He just is.
To me, he's just a normal guy. I think the illness is more on the periphery. I try to look at him first as my tennis coach, second as a friend of mine, and third, the illness is kind of in the background.
Corey inspires me because he's the ultimate example of pay it forward. He doesn't complain about his situation, but he just makes the best of it. He's a selfless guy, and when he helps us out, he doesn't expect anything in return. He doesn't expect payback. He's just doing it because he's a good person. Corey is showing us by example as a friend, a person, a coach, that by helping out others, we can also pay it forward, just as he's doing for us.
The advice for high school players or kids. I think it's important to work hard. Obviously, then college is a great time as well. So you should work as hard as you can to get somewhere that you want to be and somewhere you'll enjoy. But at the same time, as important as studies are at school is, it's important to have fun and find things you love outside of the classroom, like a sport or drama or something that you really love to do, because it's important to be well balanced and just have fun, because you don't get to be a kid forever. So just take time to find things you love to do every day.
Take a shower and shine your shoes. Well, you got no time to lose. You are young man, you must be living. Yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, low key and staying candid, reflect on all the things I try.